Alright everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're going to get caught up on some Shonen Jump stuff today. So we got some Akane-Banashi and a new chapter of Spy Family to get through. Kaiju number 8 is still on break for at least another 2 weeks, I believe. So it'll be a little bit before that comes back from its hiatus. Apart from that, I'm going to try to get to at least one of the read-throughs I've planned for today. And then hopefully I'll get to the other one tomorrow because it is the Thanksgiving long weekend here in Canada. Apart from that, a lot of good stuff is coming your way this weekend. So if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This time I have actually prepared. I do have my tablet here ready with me. So if I need to, that way I can kind of showcase any panels I feel like I want to point out or talk about. Without further ado, let's get into it with Akane-Banashi, Story 130, It's All a Mess. With story by Yuki Tsunaga, art by Takuma Samoe, with translation by Stephen Paul and lettering by Sneer Iran. And I really do like this little cover page with Akane just kind of following behind Shiguma. It looks almost like a tapestry the way it's drawn, so I really do like that. So apart from that, we see as they have like a little the bullet train with Tokyo to Shinagawa. And final stop, Tokyo Station. Please check your belongings to make sure you have everything. And you see Guriko stepping off the bullet train with the "Here we are." And you see Angel Maze, is that Tokyo Hospital? Like, this hospital! Someone sent him the message on his phone. And you see at the room as Akane is swiping off, I assume like the water from some flowers, like, Akane! It's like, Ani-san. It's like, where's Master? And you see room 301. Shiguma's laid out in the bed unconscious. And Guru goes, Master! And Akane's like, shh, he's only sleeping. And she's like, it just happened yesterday. He needs plenty of rest. And he's like, it must have been really hard for you. And she's like, all I did was call the ambulance, really. The other Ani-sans handled all the contacting and paperwork stuff. And she's like, well, I'm off. She kind of leans down to pick up her bag. She's like, I've got to put together a full set of hospital stay supplies by tonight. And Guriko's like, I'll go with you. He's like, you'll want a guy to help out, right? And you see as they're going through back to Shiguma's place to get some stuff together. He's like, how many outfits does he need? He's like, at least 3 to start with. Oh, and something light he can wear on top. The hospital's chilly. It's like, medication book. As she digs through his old stuff, she comes across a picture of a younger Shiguma with, I assume, the original Shiguma that they show. And you have hey, check this out. It's like, coming. It's like, get a load of this. And Guriko's like, how many pairs of hoppy coats and loincloths does he have? I think Master's obsession with festivals might be a problem. He's got a huge box filled with them. And the Kai's making hold on, let me see if I'll pull the face on this. Yeah, Kane's pulling. Oh, sorry. Not me just zooming like that. Kane's pulling that face in the top corner there. It's like, what does that face mean? And Kane's like, it's half take this seriously and half, oh my god, that's kind of funny. He's like, I know, I wasn't sure if I should mention. And Guriko's like, I know. I wasn't sure if I should mention it or not. And she brings out one of his jackets, like, should we bring him one for appearance's sake? It's like, he's got to look the part if he's going to tighten the loincloth of his heart. And she's like, he told you that too? He's like, yeah, before I left for Osaka. It's like, tighten the loincloth of your heart and don't go embarrassing yourself over there. And she's like, so, how'd it go? Did you embarrass yourself over there? He's like, hell no! He would have torn me a new one. And you see them both kind of just looking a little bit despondent. She's like, Honey-san. It's like, do you think he'll get to scold us for being embarrassing again? It's like, it was an acute myocardial infarction, a heart attack. Oh, goddamn. It's like the surgery was... Oh, so you see those Akane's in the doctor's office. It's like the surgery was successful, but we gave him a CT scan just in case. Oh, goddamn, bro. And it revealed throat cancer. And you see as the doctor's telling her the news, everything's kind of getting fuzzy for her imagination-wise. It's like, it's early stage 2 at the moment. Good chance we can treat it. Radiation therapy. However, if we have to perform surgery, it's like, it's all a mess. He's got cancer. And even if it gets better, he might lose his voice because of it. I thought I'd get to hear more of his stories. I thought I'd get to learn so many more things from him. He's like, I thought, and you see her just like shaking a bit. And Guriko's like, oh, she's saying that, Guriko's like, pull your head up. And you see Hayes also just like tears streaming down his face. It's like, I feel the same way. If I'd known this would have happened, I wouldn't have gone to Osaka like an idiot. I would have stayed here to learn more from Master. It's like, but we can't turn back time. So the least we can do is believe in Master and hold our heads high and support him. That's what an apprentice does. And she starts tearing up and goes, that's a really nice speech, but the tears and snot ruin it. True. How embarrassing. As he has her heading back to the hospital, you see Guriko just like this giant bag on his shoulders. Akane's like, I'll go on up first. He's like, okay. And you see as she goes, pardon me, as she walks into the room. Oh, God. And you see her just like shivering in fear. She sees Isho, your shadow like a specter of death, like standing at the foot of Shiguma's hospital bed. And she's like, Isho Arakawa? And he looks over at her and goes, I've been filled in already. He's got a long road ahead. And she's silent as he goes, at this point, there can't be anything left for you to learn from this wreck of a man. And she's like, huh? He's like, I've already spoken with all the principal figures of the group. I'm dismantling the Shiguma school. The four apprentices, excluding Maikuru Arakawa, will be sent to different guardians. And Akane's like, wait, what? Dismantling the school? Guardians? Who said you could decide all of that? My master is Shiguma Arakawa. You don't have any right to tell me what to... You see her just glaring at her furiously. Hold on, let me just get to that panel because it's so good. And you see just... I love the way that's drawn. It's so perfect. And he goes... It just shivers and goes, it's already decided. And your guardian, Akane Arakawa, is me. You will be under the care of Isho Arakawa. Oh, God, yes. Oh, this makes me so excited. Oh, God damn, I cannot wait. Oh, alright, now that is a hell of a cliffhanger. So I guess some quick thoughts on this chapter. So I think the reason like the Shiguma stuff didn't hit me as hard is maybe it's because it's been a while since I've like reread the series, and maybe like on reread going through everything at once will make like feel more impactful. But I feel like I don't have the same investment in the relationship between, Shiguma and Akane as kind of like apprentice master as we do with her father, like the familial bond and like the relationship she had with him at the beginning of the series. So I feel like in that regard, a lot of like, Shiguma like collapsing and Akane just being like fretting and worrying about it, it just doesn't have like the same emotional impact on me as say like her relationship with her father. So a lot of it's just kind of me kind of being like, yeah, I understand what she's going through, and I feel like I get what she's going through, and I empathize, and I don't really feel like emotionally invested or connected with her relationship to Shiguma. So with her being like, kind of being like, he's done so much for me, etc., etc. I was like, like still have so much more to learn from me. I still have so much more to teach to me. I think a lot of that stuff falls flat. That said, the whole like the throat cancer, someone close to you passing away, that did kind of hit me emotionally just because of personal stuff I've gone through with this year. So I feel like a lot of that really did just kind of like hit close to home compared to some of the other stuff in this chapter. But apart from that, God, Isho is by far like my favorite character in this series, bar none. I love nasty old men, and so like having one in this series like has already kind of cemented his place as my favorite. So I'm really really excited to see like where it's going from here. With Akane kind of like having to study and apprentice under like the one man she kind of needs to like make her acknowledge her talents, and like the one she's kind of got like the most antagonistic relationship with. So I'm very curious how this is going to go, especially because of Kaisei also being an apprentice under him, and also the chubby guy whose name I can't remember right now. But I'm very, very curious where it's going to go, because I feel like out of all the characters, Isho's the only one that will give Akane like a super hard time, like force her, and won't like coddle her compared to a lot of the other characters. So I'm very, very excited to see like where this relationship's going to go, and how it's going to kind of progress, and like how she's gonna fare under his tutelage. So with all that said, I hope you all did enjoy this video, and if you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, there'll be a lot of good stuff coming your way this weekend with Shonen Jump, and then the read-through's coming back, so we'll look forward to that. And until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.